Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to another edition of What's Happening Wednesday. This is a weekly roundup show that I like to do on this channel, which again gives me the perfect opportunity to do exactly that. That's keep you guys updated with things that are found going on in the world of Transformers. I'll let you know what's happening with this YouTube channel and of course my Instagram, which is Toys_R_Us. So this is part 2 to last night's What's Happening Wednesday, and I've already got another 10 things to go through with you this morning as it is for myself. So we're going to start off again with some insights from Sam Smith, and he tends to mainly do, I suppose, the studio series and the movie figures. And we saw earlier that he put some insights into Bone Crusher, and this is just very similar to do, well, in fact, it's pretty much exactly the same. Obviously, this is for Ratchet, though. So obviously, these are the two figures that have already had previous studio series releases. However, this time, they are again redecoing them, a bit like the Bumblebee figure that they did with the Nest. So they've obviously gone all with the dark colours, the lovely silver, and to be fair, the colour scheme really works. It really worked on the Bumblebee, and I can see it really working on these figures now. Does that mean they're probably going to do them all? Who knows? Hopefully not all of them, because I think the novelty will wear off if they do too many of them. So we've got the details there that is on the, of course, door and the back of the truck. Remember, this is a deluxe size figure, so it's not as big as Bone Crusher, but as you can still see, there's loads of detail there. That's actual product images. It just looks stunning. There he is in the packaging, and I think the big thing, everybody's really pleased that obviously he's getting a gun. He hasn't got the blaze on the side of his arm, and that seems to be the general consensus, that people are really pleased about that, in all honesty. And again, if you want to see for yourselves, go to TFW 2005, and there's a video and there's more insights from Sam himself regarding it. Okay, moving on. So this is, it does look very familiar for a couple of reasons. One, these figures were released with slightly different decos under a different toy line not so long ago, but I don't know if you can make out, it does actually say here Rise of the Beasts underneath there. So these are the first official Rise of the Beasts figures that have been released. So these have actually been found at retail in Canada already. So as I say, that's a brilliant excuse for me to get these ones out, which was that they were originally packaged as the Bumblebee movie. So it's just a slight redeco. I've got these to do some video reviews on, so I'm definitely gonna, I think now is obviously the perfect time to do that. They're exactly the same. These are just obviously a different deco. So funnily enough, these are the first official figures from the film that have been released, and they're out of retail in Canada. Although they're, again, they're not too exciting, they're nothing new, they're just redecos, but still, I imagine we're going to see lots of them, and that's just, again, a little bit of a write-up there saying where it was found. Where does it say it was? It just says released in Canada. It doesn't say any particular where, so I imagine that's covering it all. Moving on to third party, and I didn't know that they did this, to be fair. This is a surprise to me. So Cang Toys, that third party that makes the amazing Predacons and Dinobots, and I suppose just turns them, some of your main characters, into maybe more samurai-esque or samurai-looking figures. Well, this is their Legends, and this is their take on G1 Tantrum. Now, let's make sure we get his name right. Mini 01 Firmament. Probably spelled that wrong. You can see it says there in Firmament, or said it wrong. And again, as I say, I was so completely surprised that Cang Toys did legend scales. I always hold my hand up in complete honesty that third party is not really my forte. And I was quite surprised to see this, but he looks brilliant. He looks so good. This is obviously just a little test piece. His weapon, funnily enough, though, is in colour. I've got no idea at the moment, unfortunately, of the size, as in the exact size, but again, all it's saying is a Legends scale, Legends class figure, and there he is, obviously up against their full-sized version of Tantrum, and you can see how small he is there. And that must be, if this is number 2, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, leave comments for me please, because again, it will help my knowledge. That must be the first Legends figure that they've done, because if this guy's number 2, then that must be number 1. But either way, I think he looks really, really good, and I can't wait to see him in full colour as well. So moving on, we've got this. So this is for people who play this game. This is Transformers Tactical Arena. They've added some new characters, and funnily enough, as it seems to do with everything at the moment, they are Beast Wars characters. So we've got Optimal Optimus, we've got Air Razor, and indeed, of course, we're going to have Cheetor. You can't have Beast Wars characters without these. These have all been added to that game, and there's a little bit of a spiel, and indeed there's a little video on TFW 2005 about that particular game. It's one I've never played before, in all honesty. I do play Earth Wars, I play Transformers Earth Wars, but this is a card-based battle arena game developed by Red Games, and it's playable on iPhone, iPad, Mac and Apple TV, and we've got the Beast Wars Power of Optimal Optimus. And yeah, so there you go. For those who play that game, there's some new characters added. This again is something that I've mentioned a couple of times in the last couple of weeks, but this is brilliant because what we've got now, this isn't all the pages, but this is just to show you. So this is of course the manga comic that is being released in, I suppose, yeah, concurrently with the Velocitron toy line in Japan. Now they've got full translation of these pages now, so you can see they've got comic 1 and comic 2, and they are all fully translated. So if you want to read these, you can go to TFW 2005 or T-Formers, or indeed to the Takara Tomy website, and there are actual links from here which will take you straight to the translated versions as well, so you can get to read them in English if you don't, like me, you don't understand Japanese. This is great, and it's quite funny because a lot of people maybe slate Hasbro or Takara for constantly doing redecos and reuses, but everybody does it, and it's just something that's not going to go away. And I think it's really good because it gives companies and it gives collectors opportunities for things like this. So this is Newage again. This is H132 Survivor Lucifer, and Survivor Lucifer was of course Starscream, but this is his battle damaged version of himself. So not only, as I say, can you have Generation 1, Generation 2, Shattered Glass, Crystal Clear, Golden Lagoon, and as many other ones as they just keep bringing out, they've got a battle damaged one. Of course, they've got G1 toy, they've got G1 cartoon, they've got Marvel Comics appearance, just everything, as I say. So every company's guilty of it. It's going to be something that's going to be done forever. And again, as I say, I suppose from a collector's point of view, if it gives you the opportunity to get the character in the exact state or way that you want it, or to set up displays, then there's nothing wrong with it. It's obviously people are buying them because they wouldn't keep doing it. That looks brilliant. That's great. I really like that. And there, of course, is some official, I suppose, marketing images from Newage themselves. But it's just interesting because again, we are getting toy decos, we are getting comics appearances, everything else that we can think of. We're just getting loads of them. And talking of what we're getting, again, more sightings of figures that we know are coming out soon. But again, just a quick glimpse and recap of what we can expect with Core Class Bomburst. They're in robot mode, and indeed, again, in alternate mode. But also for those people who forgot, or people who haven't had a chance to get it, there is Core Class Soundwave. So this is, of course, just a repack of the Kingdom figure, but look at the beautiful artwork there at the top of that packaging. So the figure's exactly the same, it's just a package refresh. He is going into the Legacy Core Class, I suppose, as well as Optimus Prime did. Right, moving on, let's have a look what else we've got. So we've got, again, we've seen images of these, but this is the one, weirdly enough, that I think I'm most looking forward to. Or maybe I'm just a sucker for like an electric blue, whatever it is. I think the colour scheme for this guy, DK3 Breaker, just really works. So these are some in-hand images from the recent Takara Tomy Toy Fair over the weekend. And as I say, I just think that colour scheme with him just really works. It works better than actual Trailbreaker, Hoist, obviously, and indeed, I suppose, Lift Ticket. But I just, yeah, really, really can't wait to get hold of this guy. Got him on pre-order. Hopefully we'll get him soon. And there, of course, is the alternate mode. Unfortunately, still got the visible hands, but again, this is the colour scheme that's really working for me with him. Okay, Shockwave Labs have got another upgrade kit. This is for your Masterpiece movie Bumblebee, and this is an LED light for his blaster. So you can see here the parts that come with it, and you can see it there in full action. Shockwave Labs are fantastic. So this is number one for, what is it, 155 already. So this is already their 155th upgrade kit. Brilliant. Loads. What a great company and just a great idea, I suppose, striking while the iron's hot, because there's loads of people who aren't happy with gaps and who aren't happy with things and just want, I suppose, to make their products just, again, a little bit better. And we've got a fantastic opportunity to be able to do things like that. Right. This is something, again, that's really, really special. This is Kit Concept, and this is another Macross. This is their Valkyrie VFIS dark golden variant. Now with this particular one, they're only going to be making 999 pieces, and there it is. looking amazing. So for those, I mean, of course he's pretty familiar, but for those of you who are unaware, it is of course Generation 1 Jetfire figure. It was a Valkyrie, it was a Macross jet. There's the gear walk, which is the special mode that you could actually make it do, which was fantastic. And there it is with all the armor coming on, and indeed, as you can see, look, there is the light up limited edition parts to it. And again, let's just read a little bit about it here, because I want to make sure I get it right, passing on the right information to yourself. So following the Macross VF1S, Kit Concepts have another surprise with Macross VF1S Dark Gold variant. So that I've already said there's 999 going to be made. The transforming figure available to switch between Fighter Guardian and Battleoid modes with new darker colour scheme. It's fully posable, features metal parts and LED light up functions, interchangeable hands, and well as a good gun pod and missile attachments are included for various creative posing. And if you want to get hold of this, you can order this via Big Bad Toy Store, and it's set to ship in October. So just a quick glance of that again. Fantastic. It's just, again, your Macross, it's just your Jetfire, but in a different, funnily enough, just in a different colour scheme, as I say, which everybody seems to be doing at the minute. So that is part 2 of the news for now. Again, if anything else happens, I'll let you know as soon as I do. So of course, with regards to the channel, I'm gonna, fingers crossed, get this guy done later on for later. I've already said I'm going to start doing a few of these, because these are going to be released, well, we've seen they're going to be released under Rise of the Beast line. So I suppose it's going to give you a bit of, I suppose, insight in it if you want to go and get them, because before they're even going to be released, you can see exactly what they are. I've got a couple of movie figures I need to catch up with as well. It's Hasbro PulseCon over the weekend, so I'm definitely going to be doing a video on that. Probably more a reaction one, I think, rather than a live, depending on how busy I am. And again, with regards to the Instagram, at the moment I'm doing pictures of mini bots and some of the Japanese figures, again, exclusive ones that people want to see. But as always, if there's anything you want to see in particular, let me know, and I'll do my very best to get around to doing it, showcasing it or videoing it, however you want to see it. Again, thank you everybody for the support on this channel. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.